for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I want to make a statement about this afternoon's events, and I'm going to try and cover three main areas. What we know about the incident, the ongoing operation, and what London can expect over the coming days. As you know, we've declared this as a terrorist incident, and the Counter-Terrorism Command are carrying out a full-scale investigation into the events today. The attack started when a car was driven over Westminster Bridge, hitting and injuring a number of members of the public, also including 3 police officers on their way back from a commendation ceremony. The car then crashed near to Parliament, and at least one man, armed with the knife, continued the attack and tried to enter Parliament. Sadly, I can confirm that now 4 people have died. That includes the police officer who was protecting Parliament, and one man we believe to be the attacker who was shot by a police firearms officer. The officer's family have been made aware. At least 20 people have been injured. As part of long established and well-rehearsed plans, Parliament has been locked down and the Met responded in line with our plans for a marauding terrorist attack. That response included uniformed and specialist firearms officers. We now, of course, have an ongoing operation, and whilst we currently believe there was only one attacker, I'm sure the public will understand us taking every precaution in locking down and searching the area as thoroughly and exhaustively as possible. And I know that the officials working within Parliament and public in the area completely understand the need to do this, and I thank them for their patience and their support. This investigation has the full weight and expertise of the Counter-Terrorism Command behind it. And if there are people who saw the events unfold today but haven't yet spoken to us, I would urge them to get in touch. A crime scene will remain in place in the affected areas in Westminster, and it is understand it's vital we carry out a painstaking investigation to recover all the possible evidence. Looking forward, throughout the rest of the day, including when people are commuting home, and indeed over the days that follow, the people of London will see extra police officers armed and unarmed on our streets. This includes our officers working longer hours and extra shifts alongside our colleagues from British Transport Police in the City of London. And of course, as you're aware, we can call on the support of the military should we need to at a future point. We are also in the process of opening up our Casualty Bureau to help those people who are worried about friends and family who may have been caught up in the attack. Furthermore, we're reaching out to communities and community leaders across London to reassure them. Our strength as a city depends on our ability to stand together at such terrible times. If anyone sees anything suspicious or anything that causes concern, please do contact us, don't hesitate. My thoughts are with all those who have been affected by today's attack, and as a service, we've lost one of our own as he acted to protect the public and his colleagues. This is a day we planned for, but we hope would never happen. Sadly, it's now a reality. We will continue to do all we can to protect the people of London. I'll take a couple of questions. We'll look at that issue later on.
Mr. Ryan, have any other arrests been made in relation to this?
There's a massive operation ongoing. I'm not going to discuss the operational sensitivities of that for reasons I'm sure you'll understand.
The officer that was attacked, was he one of the armed officers that protect Parliament?
One of the armed officers protecting Parliament, yes.
Okay, just check, you said in the initial statement that at least one person in the vehicle, and then said you believe there was only one attacker. Is this still an open issue?
So, as you'll understand the situation, when you've had such an awful incident take place on Westminster Bridge, the reports will be confused with many different and varying accounts, and we're still working our way through that. We're satisfied at this stage that it looks like there was only one attacker, but it'd be foolish to be overconfident so early on. So, as I've said, for precautionary basis, we're locking down the area and doing all necessary searches so we can be completely confident everyone is safe.
Beyond the previous statement about places to watch out for later on this evening and in the coming days, is that still the case, the same areas we should be avoiding?
So what we're saying to the public is, please be vigilant. No reason to be alarmed, but vigilant on your way home. call us if you've got any concerns, and you will see more police officers armed and unarmed out on the streets of London. Sorry.
As well as the police officer and the suspected assailant who died, the other two who died, did they die on Westminster Bridge or did they die in the Parliament stand?
That's my understanding at the moment. As you understand with these incidents, casualty numbers and details can be a bit confused, but I believe they died on the bridge. One more question, gentleman behind.
Was the attacker known, please?
So clearly our investigation is now going forward, and I'm not going to give you any details on that for obvious reasons.
Can you tell us more about the atmosphere?
We've got an awful situation. Officer's been killed. People sat down with his family. It'd be wrong for me to give details now. Thank you all very much.
Enjoy Heineken responsibly. ID required.
Yeah, this is the cultural January film. As we have to say, Professor Colin Cooper has resigned and retired. I must say retire, and I must say resign. We kind of look like she want to resign from nowhere. Good night, Caroline.
Oh, you the motor.
Me don't know why me I say you resign. You retire.
Retire when you leave before your age.
And that me I say, yeah.
Retire when you reach the old age.
Yeah, you know old man, you know old man. But me never know that 36 years they up there, man.
Can you imagine?
You're supposed to own. Eh?
In 1980, I come home and start teach at UW.
That time you was doctor, how it go?
Yeah, man. We did finish up already. But it start earlier, so I left Jamaica 71.
Yeah.
But we finish at UE. We finish my first degree. Then we go to Canada and we do the master's and PhD. And then I was all teaching in the States. I'm teaching in the States for 5 years before we coming out. So we started in my early 20s.
I know your 20s you teach.
So really 41 years.
So you have big brains then. In other words, you have big brains. No, serious thing. And all right, so tell me something now. In this whole 30 odd years now, tell me what kind of changes you see now. All right, we know your kind of movement. You are introduce certain things whenever in the university.
Yes.
You know, reggae and all sorts of things where you introduce. Where you see change from them time, the 30 odd years ago till now? What kind of movement the university?
To be honest, one of the main changes I see from my department, where I was in, when I got there first, we used to call it the English department, then it changed to literatures in English, because we realized the English department sound like it's only the literature of England we're teaching, whereas we're teaching literatures in
English language.
But in English, they were teaching our literature from the Caribbean, African American, African, and this kind of thing. So the name change of the department was one thing. Definitely that was very positive to become more inclusive and to more represent what we're doing. But one of the other changes, boy, with the students now, in the early period, there are a lot of students who were really interested in literature. I mean, in the 80s, we had students like Marlon James who turned big writer.
Yeah, you used to teach him? You used to teach him?
I didn't teach him because the year he came in, I got a scholarship to go to England to work on my first book.
Okay.
I didn't actually teach him, but people like Kwame Dawes, Nadi Edwards, we had some students who were really interested in literature. Well, as the time, things and times change, so I find that the students more or less, you find that a lot of students are taking literature now because them can't get into law, or them can't get into mass comm, or so they qualify to the literature, so they get to the literature, and some of them not interested to that. That is what I have to say. And then that is one period, and then you go on to another stage where, yes, they're not interested, and they're not even really trying so hard, because as I used to tell them, if you do well in the literature, maybe you could get transferred to law or so if you do well, because one of the things I implemented in the early 20s was a program where every semester we have a talk done by somebody who is a graduate of the department who's doing all kinds of interesting things, not just teaching. And it was a career talk to help the students see that literature could help them do all kinds of things, that people went straight from literature into banking, because many times the banks would say, well, we don't necessarily want people with an MBA. We want people who can read, understand what they read and write and stuff. So we're trying to help to motivate the students to recognize the value of literature. So you see, over the period, I would say you get a shift where, you know, you have people who want to study literature because they like it, to people who just doing it because they can do better, you know, and stuff. So it's very discouraging to teach students like that who don't really have any interest and that doing the work, which is even worse, you know, them just barely cruising. So that is one of the big differences.
So let me ask you a question now, because you kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary in terms of how you put across your...
Never mind revolutionary.
All right. Because I just change. Revolutionary really means change. All right. You introduce something in at the university where years ago it had look down upon and say, no, we don't want them things there up at the university. Reggae studies.
Yes.
Oh, you get to come and teach reggae studies in the big people in university.
Well, it's funny, you know, let me tell you. You remember when Buju came out with Boom Bye Bye?
Yes.
And the whole crosses that came down on him. Babs Grange at the time was part of a group, you know, Specshang, you know, pushing the music. And they had a conference where they were trying to develop a fund for the reggae music industry. And several banks had contributed towards the conference and so on. And those days I just started to develop my interest in reggae, and she invited me to speak. So I gave a talk on the cultural implications of marketing reggae internationally, making the point that certain things that people can sing in Jamaica, you can't carry it abroad. And even nowadays, no, you can't even say that again, because with the age of the internet, whatever you don't know becomes gone abroad one time. So I tried to explain that Buju wasn't just singing against homosexuality because he's personally wicked, but because he was coming out of a culture, fundamentalist Christian culture.
Judeo-Christianity, yes.
You know, it's Jamaican society, that those are the values. Now, it's true that we pick and choose from the book of Leviticus, you know. We condemn homosexuality, but we're not condemning adultery in the same way. We hear nobody, you know, DJ singing about, you know, fire power adulterer, you know. So anyhow, the response to the talk was so positive that on my way back home, coming from the Jamaica Conference Center, I got the idea. I said, you know, the reggae music industry needs a kind of academic arm to give support, you know, to the industry, and that is how the idea came to me. And to be honest, the university administrators, like the dean was the first person I spoke to, the dean of the faculty, Joseph Pereira. He was very supportive. He immediately thought it was a good idea, and so lent his support for us to get it passed through the various committees.
So the students then did respond originally to it?
Very positively, man. Very positively. And in fact, one of the things I did, because you know how it is now when you come up with a new idea, people will say, yeah, they've supported, but they don't necessarily give any money as any backative. So we never get any budget for reggae studies or anything, something. They say, well, all right, go on with it, but you're going to have to try build it up yourself, you know.
Jugo your own self. Go on, jugo.
Yeah, man, just go on jugo. And in fact, one of the things I did, because it didn't cost anything, was to invite a lot of the artists to come and speak at the university. And in this way, I opened up the situation, you know, created a space for dialogue between the university and the reggae community. and that was very popular. I mean, a whole set of people came to speak. Bounty Killer, Lady Saw.
Vibes Cartel.
Vibes Cartel was in a later stage now. Because when people see me invite Vibes Cartel and I'm going like it's the first time anybody ever come, any reggae artist ever come, me just laugh because from in the 80s we were, coming up into the 90s when the thing actually got established 94. So that is from 94 come up, we were inviting people, but I guess the idea must have been in my head somewhere from early, and then it just blossomed out of the butcher situation.
So,
but yeah, man, definitely.
So now that you leave now, which part that faculty I got there now? I mean,
well, it has got you, because
who responsible for it?
Well, when I had the idea to set up something in reggae, I thought the best place to put it was in the Institute of Caribbean Studies, because we already had a little institute. Well, the institute wasn't really saying anything much either. But we figure instead of start up a little reggae studies thing by itself, since I have no whole heap of financial support, at least put it in the Institute of Caribbean Studies where it will develop. So reggae studies is part of the Institute of Caribbean Studies.
Okay. So it's dead still, even though you gone
there, and it is growing. The new director of the institute is Dr. Sonia Stanley Nair. And she's the head of the Institute of Caribbean Studies now. And before her was Dr. Donna Hope. And both of them have done research on reggae and dancehall. So, they have kept the legacy going. And in fact, we have had a series of conferences on reggae. The first one was in 2008 that I organized as a global reggae conference. And then, they've been doing them every couple of years or so.
So we can see if you say you're elder now.
Yeah, man, we're elder. I'm in 60s now, so we're junior elder.
All right.
Senior elder.
So what happened tomorrow now? Because this is a celebration. What happened tomorrow?
Tomorrow, no, the department, Literatures in English, is having a send-off, Any time a member of the department retires, the department has something. Some of the other departments don't really do anything, but our department is very civilized. So, when Eddie Barr left, Mervyn Morris, Professor Maureen Warner Lewis, those are the three professors that have retired over the last, since the 2000 coming down. We have had something for them where we invite the university community and members of the public to come, give like a tribute, have entertainment and so on. But it's a way to acknowledge the contribution that the person has made to the department.
All right, so this day, all right, never have any, what farm it going to take? You don't know, you leave it up to them?
I really don't know.
You leave it up to them?
Because, it's sort of, I want to kind of go as a surprise. You just go sit down and listen to what I know. Lanternet to pinch and tell me that Lacadco going to perform, So you will have performances. Maybe they'll get a reggae artist or a DJ, we don't know, somebody to come and perform, or and then different people representing the different contributions that I made, because in addition to the reggae, I also work with the gender and development studies and so on. So I think they'll get people representing different aspects of my contribution to the university.
And some people who you know not like, you go out there and say, you're a great and wonderful woman.
No, I have too much people who don't like me. Maybe I'm stupid, so I know so them don't like me. But generally, me and people are there in a contest. Because one of the things everybody say about me is that them knows that me just talk my mind.
Of course.
So, me not one of them people who
especially
one thing in front of your back, in front of you, and the next thing behind your back,
Especially like when you're in an age, and know you talk your mind.
Exactly. I'm afraid, them about one of the Ghanaian Adinkra symbols, Jam say, I fear no one but God. Well, I mean that. I'm afraid for nobody, so me just talk my mind. So yes, sometimes there are people who don't like you, but you can't make that stop you, because you can't depend on people liking you for the way you have to do something. You just have to go through. not like you. You think it's everybody like you think that we are going with every week.
I'm me for tell you.
But look at the power of what you have contributed to Jamaican society, Muta. You think it easy to get up and raise all them points where you make and think, no, man. But some of us, we just have to go to a middle office and my back broad, you know. So if them even come and say, boy, oh, Caroline could have been Vibes Cartel for Taka University. Yeah, but, you know, no matter how the DJ them bad, we still have to listen to them. They must smile the pick me, I feel we pick me. So, you know, we can't just dash them and say, all right, so them are no we.
Yeah, we want to remind the people them that this retirement tribute celebration for Caroline will take place at the Undercraft
tomorrow
building, and
at 6:30
to 8:30.
6:30 to 8:30.
Yeah, and the public is invited and it's free.
Yes, man.
It's free, right?
Yeah, man, it's free, free. Yeah, man.
And if you want any more information, you can contact the 927-2217.
Yes.
Yes. So, Caroline, why I know say it's a Thursday and I should be there, but I don't know watch me there, so no, and I vex.
No.
And I don't have
you're not coming because you have your program till what time your program?
No, you say me have a car. If me have a car for come in, would I reach, you know? Because
you don't have no car?
No, me not. You never know something like that.
RFM put you in a car and send it because I can't keep without you. So no bother with that.
Look at at 3 months now, I take not so express, you know.
No, but we're not for the express now. I'm going to bring you in time.
No, I'm not sure, you know, say, if me did have a car, I'm a seat man because my program done 5:45. Yeah. Would I reach in at least at 7 o'clock.
You're a catch piece of it.
Yeah, but
hopefully them will record it, you know.
Yeah, recording it's not like you did it, you know.
You catch it live, I know. And when I think them, you know. So, anyhow, you know you'll be there in spirit, Muta.
Of course,
you know, you're my article brethren.
Me know that for years, maybe at 30 years too.
Yes.
Maybe at 30 years, believe me, before the 80s.
We meet this mad Rasta man.
Yes.
All right. Street barefoot.
Yes. So here we know. Congratulations.
Yes,
and we say
thank you.
So wait, hold on. And this more I ask, you know, what you going to do now?
Oh, yes, man. That is a famous question.
No, tell me you're going to a Coronation Market go sell, you know.
No, man. Cock up my foot in my bed, man. But to be honest, I'm not doing too much cocking up on the foot because from last September, I did finish. And for the last month, they don't really expect you to teach because, you know, you can't start the course where you can't finish. So I was in Washington for the opening of the African American Museum.
Oh, yeah.
And my friend Michael Thompson got dead with thing hurt me. And no, me can't admit to myself, say really dead.
Yeah.
Jamaican artist who did the International Reggae Poster Contest. So his wife, them hold on to have the memorial until I was coming. So I went to New York for that and I was up there. I gave a talk at NYU. Them have an Institute for Public Knowledge. So that's in September. And in October, I was in Canada. I went to speak at Dalhousie University and York University.
So you got up on the speaking.
Yes, man.
circuit.
And no, we don't have to ask nobody for permission to travel. We can just pick up and go when we feel like we don't have no papers to mark, you know. So I'm continuing to do my writing. I'm still writing like a column for the Gleaner. And, you know, right now, you know, them have a big exhibition opening on reggae in Paris. In April, Jamaica at the Paris Philharmonic.
I hear about it.
Yes, them asked me to write
them asked
for the
me,
catalog.
the same woman, I think it's a woman or a man, they asked me to do some short video too.
Yes, well, we did 2 entries for the catalog on dancehall, Queen and dancehall, and them have an academic journal that will come out as part of it.
But how much things you say I got cock up? You never get the chance to cock up then.
Yeah, man, may I make sure I cock up my foot in between. I'll go and enjoy the rest of my life.
All right, ma'am.
Yes, man. Big respect, Muta.
Give thanks.
Enough love.
Yes.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Yes, Caroline. May I tell you, Caroline Cooper, Enigma. Yes, it's an enigma. Caroline Cooper, tomorrow, March 23rd, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the Undercraft. Everybody knows part there for the university. A retirement celebration after 36 years at the university at the West Indies. May I tell you, me never ever realize So she did it so long. Okay. Here goes. You know, we see one of them terrorists attacking London today again. It's a long time them do have one, but I don't know if the people them hear that them going to stop allow computer and iPad pan aeroplane. Yes. Because you know the S7, the Samsung X7 is not allowed on the aeroplane itself in the cabin. Well, now them extend that now. Them say in a couple of weeks time, I think America started, you know, too, but specifically England, them say no more laptop and iPad in the cabin with you. If you have to carry it, you have to go check it under the plane. I don't know how much laptop I can mash up, you know. You have to go get a hard case. And now the hard case, them are going to say, hey, better have people are easy, you know. Better have people are easy because now that them are going to tell you, say, you can't carry your laptop on the plane. You know, so some guy going to come up now with some hard case making to put the laptop in her. You think I lie, Tracy? Hard case, that will be the big thing now, you know. Everybody you see I walk through the airport and have a hard case I check on. The problem with the checking on and the thing though, you know, because all me I find myself, me stop checking on things on the plane, you know, unless me I come back from which part me I go. But it's when you go, it's when you go through certain airport and you have like a 1 hour in between to catch a next flight or a 2 hour in between. Nowadays, you have to have all 4 hours in between to catch your next flight, you know. Because you see, by the time you go in another line, they go at the immigration. And then when you're done the immigration, then you go around, go find your check your bag. Go through, make them go through your bag. And the long line again, believe you me, it's a horrible situation. Flying not so nice again like first time, you know. I don't know where it happen now. That never usually happen. You go to an airport now and it's like you say, it's like you're tense. Because you go through the place, you go through and as you reach it, so you have to stop. The immigration, you have to stop. After you walk this long walk for go down at the immigration, you're in this long line. And when you look, you have to say, the time I go because you have a flight to catch the next hour and a half, and you look on the line, you realize, you know, say, you're not reach down at this, so, in the next hour. And it's not only that now, because when you're done the immigration now, if you have any luggage, that is the problem now, you know, it's the luggage part of the problem now. Because now when you take up your luggage, first of all, you have to wait till your luggage come round, and then you have to go in a line now. To go at the customs now with your luggage. And then when you go through that now, you have to go through now the X-ray back now to carry back your luggage. When you send back your luggage, like them have a little part like fine in Florida now where you take your luggage and carry it back through. But like at Atlanta airport now, you personally have to take your luggage and walk back with your luggage now through the in-transit part now if you go catch the next flight. So you have to go back to the X-ray your luggage again and then put it at pressure. And no flight get missed, people get miss flight because that is carry-on luggage. A serious thing. Would advise if you travel, try pack as much as your luggage as possible and go up on the plane Rasta, because it now work out for your whole for people. 1.5 first time you have 2 hours to catch a flight, you know, you said, then you have to go sit on the airport for 2 hours. Nowadays you have a 2 hour wait over, you better run, go to the next. And then the way you think, you know, when you done all of that, you know, and you look for your ticket, you know, you're there, for instance, you're there at D10. And your next flight I leave out at D35. You have to go find the sky train. You go clear over there and play. Hey, well, I tell you, it's rough to fly now. So them will decide, say them now go allow you with no more computer and no iPad on the plane. So you know, so you have to go check on that. And then you have to go stand up and wait till that come out. To go up on the next plane. Terrible. And we see today, these guys, these little idiots, I mean, we don't know why some man, we don't know what kind of mindset do that though. A man going to take a car or a truck and just drive in a crowd of people, Rasta. Just to kill people. And the one today, him drive the truck, him drive the car and the people them, and come out, and take out a knife to go stab up people, and stab the policeman, I saw him get shot, because when them stab the policeman, them shoot him. It's the same way in France the other day when the brother take the truck and drive through the crowd with the man them have things on the beach and them. But I don't know, Rasta. I don't know what kind of mindset say them a kill people who are infidel, who not believe in what them believe in. So if you not believe in what them believe in, you have to die. You have to dead. By any means necessary, you have to dead. So the new thing now is to drive through a crowd. So the people them near Parliament building in England there, cross that bridge there, may I tell you that bridge there. The things that they must save because it was Parliament, it's the center of England government, the Parliament of England, British Parliament. And imagine no man go near the sun and drive a car through the crowd and kill about 3 people and injure about 30 people. In the name of what? What is it that these people desire? Blood and more blood and more blood. And them dog control the world. That's the problem with it, There will never be a time when one religion control the whole world. Never. No care where a man wants about female religion. There will never be a time when one religion control the whole world. But never happen. Yeah, this is the Cutting Edge on IRFM. A day is coming up where Rastafari celebrate that day. A very important day in the Rastafari calendar. And it is the Earth Strong of Empress Menen. Mitzi, how you do?
I'm good, thanks much. I give thanks for having me on Cutting Edge.
I know you wake up them over there, man.
We've been listening to Cutting Edge from Cutting Edge start.
All right. Now, what you know, everybody I get whole now, them here there? The night dew.
Just like how you get old and you can do the program, we get old and
forever young. What you talk about? We forever young. Look here now. All right. So, this celebration, our ones don't realize that most Rastafari celebrate Empress Menen Earth Day because we see the relevance of it, the crowning up the king and the crowning up the queen. We know that they're going to have a celebration. Tell me where the celebration going to be.
Well, we're going to have a couple of celebrations because, most of our family is big and we celebrate the good things in our family. So at first, that when we heard about Empress Menen's birthday, we got the information at the time that it was celebrated. It was celebrated March 25th.
Yeah.
So we were doing that until we got more information that clarified that said it's the 3rd of April.
Yeah.
But anyway, we don't want celebrations to clash and celebrations happen in different places. So we're going to be doing a Queen of Queens celebration at Country Farmhouse Saturday coming here, the 25th of March.
Oh, yeah?
And then we're going to be
hold on. The reason why you choose that is that you don't want to clash with something else I keep on the
well, yeah. Well, we don't want to clash with it. But, I mean, it's a Saturday. It's convenient. And we want to do something in Kingston as well. So the other one is going to be at Scott Park, and we want to come out to both of them.
All right, so tell me what happened at Country Farmhouse? What happened?
Well, it's all about the Queen of Queens, you know. We really want people to know a whole lot more about her, how she strengthens and empowers us as women. So it's a celebration of women. It's a celebration of the creativity, the expression, the beauty, the glory, the strength, the power of women. Yeah. So everything there on Saturday is going to be a manifestation of the works of women.
So, all right.
We are.
From your knowledge of Empress Menen, tell the people them some of the things that they might not know about Empress Menen.
Empress Menen, first of all, I think that sometimes when we honor and praise anyone at all, we kind of put them up on some pedestals and up on some shelves that we forget to personify them. We forget to know that they lived personal lives with personal experiences, personal relationships, and had challenges and trials and tribulations and triumphs as well. So Empress Menen is one of the women who, she's such an exemplary woman in her life as the wife of the emperor, His Imperial Majesty, crowned at the same time with him. She's the mother of his children, and she's also the mother of the Ethiopian nation. So in balancing all of that, her light shone so bright because she was an exemplary wife, as she told us, you know, in his autobiography, the character and the goodness of her in her life. Yeah. And, you know, her role, especially as a woman, especially during the Italian invasion, when His Majesty was on the battlefield, and she took up administrative responsibilities and ran the nation. You know, a lot of people don't know that, yes, she was a businesswoman, a successful businesswoman as well. And she was also a mother and a woman who wanted to ensure that the girls and the women of Ethiopia were empowered with education.
Yeah, I know she do a lot of children work in terms of schools and
So she wanted to ensure that women get equal education and opportunities as the boys and the men of Ethiopia, so that the nation could grow, you know, with both female and male energies.
I am told that she's descended from Muhammad. I don't know if you ever hear that in the history books, that she is a descendant. And our religious persuasion might have been before Haile Selassie, Islam.
Right.
I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes, I know, I've heard of it. But she really was devoutly loyal to her husband. Yes. And with many challenges and tests that she got, even from Lydia too, you know, I think she chose to stay with him and chose to embrace whatever he was and to strengthen and empower him.
Christianity.
You know, and in doing that, she empowered herself as a woman, and she's a great light and a great example to us. And I only hope that as women, we can really live the woman that she was.
Well, first we have to know about her. That is really what a whole heap of Rasta. Yeah. A whole heap of Rasta sisters.
You know, she had so many challenges, Muta. She lost 7 of her 10 children. Yes. And, you know, she had ongoing health challenges. But she was very strong when she needed to be strong for her nation. The Ethiopian people loved her. She was a hands-on kind of woman in Ethiopia. That means that they could always call on her, the same way they could call on Abba Janoi at the times when people needed him. The poorest people in the street could stop him, you know, and relate whatever they wanted to relate to him, personal issues. She was that kind of woman to the nation. So, you know, I think that she really balanced what a woman should represent in any family, in any society, any community. Yeah. And if the more we learn about her, the more we realize how much her name, Menen, which means light.
Light. There's a book. There's a book that, the sister and the program when it just came out. And I think she did a revised, revised edition now. I don't know if you know about it.
No, I don't know about it. A revised edition of Empress Menen's biography?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
That book is almost like a book where I think that a whole heap of young Rasta sisters should I really try and get and really read about the life of Empress Menen, because I don't think a lot of people know the importance of Empress Menen to Ethiopia and to Haile Selassie.
Right. And it's really important because I think even not only as Rastafari women, but as women who exemplify, the great queens and empresses and women that shone so brightly through their works in Africa. I mean, she's really one of those lights that we have to look to.
Definitely.
So although we see pictures of her where she's so humble, walking by his side, she was a very, very
powerful. But you look at her, you know she's powerful.
The Ethiopian nation, I mean, a celebration of her is never overdone. It's most time underdone because, as you say, we're still learning about her. But the more we learn about her, our celebrations become beyond symbolic.
What happened at Country Farm House? I mean, what specifically?
All right. As I tell you, I'm going to give you a little idea of what the flyer says. It says that it's a day of highlighting the loving mama, the warrior sister, the creative daughter, the disciplined empress, the beautiful princess, the nurturer, the educator. All of this, I think, encompasses who Empress Menen was, and this is going to be an expression of who we are on that day within this space. Because what we're trying to do is to make sure that, everything that happens there is something that comes out of our sisters.
And
this is a celebration of ourselves, really, in celebrating Empress Menen,
What time it start?
It starts at 10 o'clock and it goes on until 6 in the evening.
Country Farm House, this Saturday, you say? This Saturday?
Yes, this Saturday.
And you say...
So you're going...
we want you talk about the other one at Scott's Pass.
No, I don't talk about it.
No.
I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh, yeah, I think you mentioned it a while ago.
I mentioned
there's two celebrations. All right, tell me what one at Scott's Pass.
All right, so Scott Pass, normally the Nyabingi house has celebrated Empress Menen's birthday. And this year we really want to step it up royal as we normally do, So we're going to do it at the Scott Pass Nyabingi Center. It's going to be on Sunday, the 2nd of April, and the celebration goes into her birthday on the 3rd of April.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a banquet form where we're going to have really good food, and you just come and sit in. We don't want we want the family to come out and to understand who we're celebrating. So we're going to be talking about her, and we're going to be shedding a lot of light on her life with His Majesty, why he would have lived and full joy living with a woman like that, why she was such a great partner, and how we can be more like that woman, instead of just saying, give thanks for Empress Menen. Sometimes I tell you, it just becomes utterances. When we can really embrace who the person was, then we become that person. And if it's a good person, I think it's good for our family and our community. So we're going to be having entertainers there as usual from our family. But we don't want it to be a thing where entertainers coming there as entertainers. We want it to come as a family, come and full joy a family experience.
So them want to come do a one tune, like them want to come do a one tune.
Thank you. So we don't want you to come and sit down in your car, come and find out when you're on the running order. Come and full joy, sit in, have some food, and the youth going to be coming out, our ancients going to be there, our matriarchs and our patriarchs going to be there. And we're inviting everyone to come and learn a little bit more about this woman that we have, fortunately, as a Rastafari movement, we have matured with our information, and we have stepped up now to understand the balance and the harmony that this woman brought to her husband, His Imperial Majesty, and what she brought to the Ethiopian nation. And I think she can shine a great light on the Rastafari community and to the women especially.
Okay.
And I just want to say, Muta, that on Saturday, whatever we earn from the day on Saturday will go forward to the Creed Fund of the RBPA.
All right, so there's an admission then? There's an admission?
No.
Oh, you mean the food and these things?
Wherever we gather, let me tell you, wherever we gather, we invite the family to contribute to our Creed Fund. So you're going to contribute what you can contribute and whatever we earn within the space today, because it costs us to do the elder care days every other month. And I want to bless up the ones who receive care and the caregivers, because it's really a full experience. And I want to bless up the elders who, continue to walk Rastafari and shine that light.
Right,
so that's what we're going to be contributing contributing whatever we earn towards. So we're inviting the whole family.
Deanery Road, Country Farm House.
Deanery Road,
this
Country
Saturday.
Farm House, Saturday. And then it's the 2nd of April, it's going to be Hot Pot Nyabingi Center.
All right, Mama, give thanks.
All right, give thanks to your Muto.
All right, yes, that was me say, giving me a run-up of the events surrounding Empress Menen Earth Strong. Country Farm House, Scott's Pass. Remember that. Country Farm House, Scott's Pass. This is the cutting edge on RFM. Speaking of Earth Day, to Empress Menen, I want to say happy Earth Day to Mitzi, who we just talked to. Today is our Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. In original Big H Revelation, this is the cutting edge on RFM. You know, as we talk about the terrorism that take place. You know, so we have terrorism going on in Jamaica under the table like you know, terrorism and a terrorism. Yeah, it has been perpetuated by the government. Yeah, the government of Jamaica is perpetuating terrorism. The problem with that terrorism, you know, is that you can't lock up nobody as a citizen. You can't go lock them up. You have to wait for 5 years now and then you get them out, but then now you get them out, you swap maga dog for puppy. You know what I mean? It's like 6 hours and a half dozen of the other. It's like you jump out a frying pan and jump in a fire. We see that Peter Phillips going to be the head of the People's National Party after next week. You didn't know that, Tracy? Them are going to elect him the head of the party, and Sister P are going to take her exit now and go sit down now and watch the things them. May I tell you, well, Carlin said she got cock up her foot, so maybe Sister P will cock up her foot too. Yeah, up your cock up foot a go on. That's up your cock up foot a go on. It reached a stage, you know. It reached a stage, you know, believe you me. But the thing about it is that the things them are get redder. Things are get redder now. The things that get less and less spread. But the things them are get redder, Rasta. It's like you have to bob and weave. You have to dodge it. You know, it's like, you know, like somebody had throw things at you and you have to go through it. Like you have to try walk through the raindrops them and don't make none of the rain catch you. I saw the things that, you know, give thanks to those who can go through the raindrops and don't get wet. Because believe you me, I tell you, man, it's a traumatic experience out there. Very traumatic experience. Okay, so I guess we reach. Brand new tune, believe you me. Listen to the goddess and the god. And that the man I'm talking about, you know, we're born the god and the goddess too. So listen to this. The man them say, how can you have a god and do have a goddess? And in the Western world, yeah, them teach about E this and E that and E this and E that. So what I'm to she don't have no part to play in the whole creativity of humanity. Cutting edge, jail.
Yeah, man, I do.
Blessed man.
Long time now, miss me and you sing for the water, watch them, you know.
Yeah, man, we still watch them.
Yeah, and I say, I tell you something. Last time I called you, quite a while ago, but you're supposed to look up a tune for me.
The tune?
Yeah, man, our little man from South Africa came here and see at a hotel, and him made a tune off of the same hotel.
Where him name? Where him name? Where the man name? Make the tune.
Put up my name for me. We up with my 80s now, I can't remember everything. Who's the most important South African guy who usually come here?
Well, you have Hugh Masekela.
Write a tune. The hotel we use in St. Kingston, him write a tune off of that hotel. I promise to find out what the name of that tune is.
How long ago you asked about it?
Long time.
Right, we still like you, you know, even though you're 18, you know, but Me can't remember even when we do yesterday.
Everything, yeah. I think, no, I'm trying to remember the name of the hotel, man. It's one of the favorite, one of them down for the hotel, man.
Yeah, I remember that you must get that tune.
Let me see. All right, hold on a second. Anyway, all right. Look it up for me now, man.
No, but we don't know what I look for. Me identify the artist, you must identify the song.
All right.
You sure you Masikela?
Yes, you Masikela, man.
All right.
It's a popular hotel in Kingston. They usually stay there when them come. And he wrote a tune. And I had it, and somebody take with the album.
Okay.
So I tried to remember to get it back.
But me don't know which one you are talking.
Popular hotel and things.
Yeah. It's alright. One of them day me find it.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, alright.
Look it up for me, please.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, respect Muta.
Aye.
Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, one night me calling and ask if God have a wife, and you know, talk to me still, but before me kind of cut off on me still, credit you out, you know?
No, but when you ask me if God have wife, I don't know nothing about God wife or virgin, if you have wife or not.
But you know, answer me still, you know, so I don't know.
Then that me I tell you, say me don't know. If God have wife.
Okay. Yeah, well, if he say my wife, still like anybody else, you know.
Okay. What's your name?
Man. I don't know her name still, you know.
Okay. Just like how you don't know God's name.
Simple. But I believe there's a God still, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, according to the reading of the Bible still, Genesis 1:26. When God said, let us make man in our own image, you know, and in our likeness. According to the reading,
you are interpreted that way.
No, God was talking to a female.
You are interpreted that way there.
No, me not interpret that way in the Bible. I interpret that.
No, the Bible never tell you same to that talk to no female. It said, let us make man. You could have be a whole heap of man sit down and I try carve out something.
No.
I mean, no. You are interpret one way and me I interpret the other way. You have to my way wrong.
Okay, boss. Okay. But where the Bible says still, according to the Bible, it was talking to a female.
No, wait, hold on there. The Bible says, let us make man. You know, what part of that statement tell you say us is a woman?
Well, that may try to explain to you now. So let us make man in our own image and in our likeness.
Yes.
Make him male and
female. Create them,
male and female.
Yeah, then him create male and female.
Yeah,
us and him create male and female.
But Muta, what you say now? That simply means say God was talking to a female.
No. Which part of the Bible said that talk to a female? Which part of the Bible said that?
Then
it never said nothing like that, brethren. It said.
But if you read it, Muta, the understanding is there.
No, you are interpreting that way there.
No, I know I interpret it. It's what the Bible says, man. Listen, man.
I a million and one time I read it, you know. It said God created man in his own image. Male and female created he them.
Creating in the image, male and female.
It means that him create male and female.
What if he say let us make man in our image? Otherwise he say let us make man like us.
No, him never say like us. Him never say like us.
Never say, but is that he said?
No. It said let us make man in our own image. Never say like us. Him say in our own image.
And our likeness.
Yes. So which part of that tell it says a woman?
Because it say let us make
us
make him.
No, us
can make man in our image.
Yeah, but brethren, are you interpreted that way there?
No, I said interpret.
No, you can't tell me how it interpret. Are you interpreted that way there?
But if you say let us make man in our own image, and we make male and female.
No. Then if we make male and female, a whole heap of man could have sit down and make male and female.
No.
And him and some dog could have sit down and make male and female.
No, say let us make in our own image, you know.
Yeah, then our image, who want him to that sit down there? Who want him to that sit down there?
But if we make male and female in the image, there must be a woman we talk to.
Brethren,
let us make in our image.
Look here, him never did that talk. Wait no, man. It's useless to go through that, you know, because you are going to hold that and me are going to hold that. It don't make sense me and you go through it. It don't make no sense because me don't know what you say. You're going to tell me now say that it say and you are interpret it. And you are interpret what I say. It never tell you say us is the man and woman. It never tell you that. It never tell you not like that. Say man, the us is man and woman.
What if I make male and female? If you make
male and female, it don't mean say it's a man and a woman that make male and female.
It must be. It must.
I mean, must be. No, it must be. And you are interpret it that way there.
Automatically.
No, automatical nothing. That is the confusion in them talk there. You know. 4,000 years ago, that say a man still a come down and try put meaning to it and I put meaning to it like say as something we're real. It's not real. It's not real. I know something we're real about it.
It's real. Everything in
where us make the man them and woman with. Where us make them with.
So let us make money in our
us make them with. What him use and make them?
What him use and make them?
Yes, us.
Him create man.
No, me never say him create man. I know us create man.
Him create man.
No, you say us create man. I know him. Oh, you mean him? Not she and him are created. They want to she. Want to she what you say? And she make him make man.
He's a part of the us. He's a part of the us.
No, but you say him create man, and you never say us create man.
God, yes. You tell us that God, you know, in your own image, create him, male and female.
Yes, so may I ask you a question. When him according to us, the us, where us make them with, where us make the man them with.
I don't know how they making away. They make them.
No, me never ask you how they make. Me say where make them with.
So we make them with?
Yeah, what him use and make them? What us use and make them?
I don't know where they use and make them, you know.
You don't know where us use and make them?
No.
Well, that me I try to show you now, say no, you have to go read it again. You have to go read it again, because them take the earth and make man.
And that, you know, when he use the earth and make...
Gone.
After he make them a two, you know. He said there's nobody to till the soil.
Yes, and he make a next man.
He make a next man out of the dust of the earth.
Yes, so the first two, where make them out of? The us, them. Where the woman where you talk about?
I don't know if they come by sex or what.
You don't know where them come by?
I don't know about sex, you know what.
So the Bible never tell you how them come? The Bible never tell you how them come? The first two.
You must say who made.
So who make us? Who make us? The us where they talk about, who make them?
The us is also God himself, you know, and a female there.
Yes, so may I ask you now. So the us is one God and one man and one woman there.
Yeah, God and Goddess, right.
Yeah, so may I ask you now, who make them there? Who make them there?
I never get that knowledge who make them.
Okay. Oh, you don't know, you don't know what they make, but you don't know who make them.
No, I don't know who make them.
Okay, I think the Bible that tell you. I think the Bible that tell you who make them. Anyway. All right, sir, give thanks. Oh, it looks like your credit gone too. All right, so here the confusion in the interpretation. I want to understand, you know, when a man say, if you have a God, you have to have a goddess. All him say, if you have a male principle, you have to have a female principle. That is what I say, you know. If you have a God, you have to have a goddess. It means if you have a female, you have to have a female principle. In the Judeo-Christian mindset, it don't teach about a feminine principle. So people get caught up in the male principle continuously. All Rasta say now is that they might bring it back, or bring it forward now to the African perspective. That is what Rasta do. They might bring it back to the African perspective, where you heal the masculine, you heal the feminine. So you see that masculine in Haile Selassie, and see the feminine in his wife, Empress Menen. You understand? If you want to call it God and Goddess, or your interpretation that. You understand? But I find that this word God confuse a whole heap of issue. Every time a man say God, him put it in another way, like him and say no. If you tell him about Haile Selassie, him say then Haile Selassie create me. It's a madness. You are telling about Haile Selassie and him ask you if a Haile Selassie create him. So I'm me get him in another confusion then when me hear Haile Selassie. Me never tell him Haile Selassie create no man. Me never tell him that. Me don't know about the next Rasta, you know. But me never tell no man say Haile Selassie create no man. You understand? Me I see Haile Selassie in another level, different level from where me hear man a talk about. So, and so when me come to Rasta, me hear Rasta talk about Haile Selassie create. Man want to say that because he want to call Haile Selassie God, and he want to call Haile Selassie creator, and he want to call Haile Selassie all sort of name. He want to make Haile Selassie what Haile Selassie is not. Interpretation.
Hail Muta.
Blessed.
Blessed, my brother.
Haile.
I would rather say gifted, brethren. I would rather to say gifted.
Okay.
This word blessed is from the same Bible you're talking about, but I don't really want to go into that.
Yeah, true. Just like the gifted too.
Well, you say gifted.
Well, get caught in the English language. We get caught in the English language, brethren.
Yeah. Okay.
We are true. We want to take up the other and the same thing.
The same English language who said the education system is so high, but the poor little man can hardly read, he can't pass English, he can't pass maths.
Yeah.
Is it? And so much of our brethren leave school can't read and write. Is it? And I'm saying, as Africans, we should go back and start schooling on the veranda. 1 and 2 children, 3. Yeah, that's when they go to school. They doesn't go into remedial, and help them.
Yeah.
Another one is to educate all our people to the highest level. It becomes easy, and the loving, caring, and sharing, we stop go to jail, and we can afford it.
Okay.
The system is you got to pay so much for a higher education, and some people can't afford it.
Yes. So you have a group of youth where you school, right? You have a group of youth where you school, or you just say it?
Yeah, I'm trying. But I'm saying everybody can do that on the veranda.
Okay. Okay.
The ABC, and get them to a high level.
Yeah.
The next one is like, they have the system coming now where some of the students, if they can't pass the exam, that is, will be going to the army, But they all should be educated that they can go in the army and learn some manners.
You see, a whole heap of them are going to recruit about 800 to 1,000 youth in the army over the coming weeks and months, yeah? Them apply for going there.
Many of the students can't pass it because it's not because the standard is so high, they are not educated enough to pass. So we've got to look at it, how are we going to go forward? We can't remain here killing our brothers daily. And who look after the children?
Yeah.
It's like the great thing they haven't got the money. And if we look on the last budget, take from many and give to a few. The minimum wage for the women who have how much children around just not working. Yeah. We want to invest in farming to the highest level, Eat what we go and grow what we eat.
Yeah.
The institution in Portland producing instructors. Who are they instructing? Why don't they produce farmers?
Them have a school up there deal with agriculture, we teach agriculture.
Yeah, it deal with agriculture at a level where you have instructors from there. And when they leave, they haven't got anybody to instruct. So why don't we have a real farming school?
No, well, maybe the instructor them should have planned them own food too.
Should, but they got to get the instruction from above, and they're not getting that. They go and they get some degree or whatsoever it is, and they go. When they come back in the public, it's like they find other things to do. And if we say en masse, we eat what we grow, it is bingo. We can't lose as a sure winner.
Yeah.
Another big one again with the solar energy. All new houses that being built should build with solar energy. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
Instead of you.
Well, it's not cheaper now, but in the long term it will. It's not really cheaper now still.
No, but in a long term. Instead of you paying for the house in 15 years, why not pay for it over 20 years?
Yeah.
The solution is there, Muta.
Of course.
It's just for us to come forward,
Yeah.
And politically, we are saying Marcus got a political party today.
All right.
It's a must. It's there, and that's the only way we can grow as a people.
All right. Give thanks, Bridget. Give thanks.
Give thanks, Mother.
Yeah, this is the coaching age. I want to tell the Bridget a while ago we are talking about the us. That most Christians will tell you, say, the us is Jesus Christ. Yeah, that is where they will tell you, say, the us is Jesus Christ. So, I don't know. Troop on that. And so we are going to go on. Yeah, good night.
Yes, how you doing? It's like when I'm waiting, it's like my nerves is shot. So, all right. Yeah, this is from New York City, the Bike Messenger.
No, man.
Yes, all right. So rest in peace to Eddie Fitzroy. And I'm telling you, I'm one of the type. I only been to Jamaica one time for a funeral in the 90s. And if I see you in person, beer tears. Beer tears. You know what I'm saying? And if I see certain artists that I can't remember right now, beer tears. But Eddie Fitzroy is sad. Rest in peace. I check for you once, little girl. I check for you twice, little girl. It seems like you know.
No, you know, you're not come cross, you know. I'll tell you not see, you know, because you're not come cross.
Hello?
I say, I'll tell you not see, because you're not come cross. You have to get clear.
It's clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear now. Hello?
Yeah, man, me hear you, man.
So Eddie Fitzroy, I had a tape at 1987 Sunsplash. I grew up off of it in the 90s. You know, so I'm not going to take up a lot of time. It's just I'll mention the artist and say one sentence. But with Eddie Fitzroy, it's just, you know, I check for you once, little girl. I check for you twice, little girl. It seems like you never, you know, it's a wicked, you know.
All right, so I get
down. Even, yes, you know, I could give you a few more, or is this
No, give me a few more. We have a next call on the line now, trust me.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but me hear your passion about Eddie Fitzroy. Me hear your passion about Eddie Fitzroy, man. Me hear the passion.
So every time I link you, I'm going to give you something.
All right, sir, give thanks. Yeah, when me that say that, the brethren will talk to, if you ever know, say the Christian them, when them say, let us, a Jesus Christ, them say, God did not talk to him son. So it's interpretations, fantasy interpretations, you know, for that little passage. Just a little passage alone, you know, make bully people get giddy. So it's me, you know, me nobody interpret nothing. More than just say, well, I saw, that's how it say. Because I see mark let us. That means is a multiple amount of ones was there. It's like when Genesis say, and the sons of God. The people say one son God have. Yet still in that Genesis it says the sons of God, capital G-O-D, saw that the daughters of men were fear. So they must separate the sons of God from the daughters of men. And in that day, them take unto themselves wives, and giant came upon the land. So I don't know how to interpret that more than say God did have only a son that day there, in a them time there. And them look down and see say the daughters of men were really sumptuous. In other words, God's son them are lust after the daughters of men. I don't know how to put it. And people tell you say one son God have, they know the Bible tell you say the sons of God. You know, this idea, the let us thing come like when it say 3 wise men, and nobody never tell you about no 3 wise men. The only reason why people say 3 wise men is because it say the gifts were gold, frankincense, and myrrh. So from it say gold, frankincense, and myrrh means that 3 people carry that. But 10 people could have carried frankincense because frankincense was like the order of the day in them days. Frankincense was more precious than gold too. 10 people could have carried all gold and another 10 carry, but when them paint it, them show you 3 man on a camel. And everybody picture it that way there, like nothing did go so. Nothing at all no go so, you know. Nothing at all no go so. Say man a follow star and star go right over the place where. What kind of, it come, maybe better them say that spaceship. I better them say that spaceship. Because star no move and go stand up over house. That you can go find the house now and go there now. 3 man a travel. A madness. A total madness. But them have, I believe it, especially African people. African people believe it to the core. Blessed?
Yes, Mota.
Yes, sir. Everton, all right.
Yeah, man, Everton. Today we have something, the history lecture, no, Falmouth. And you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man.
Okay, and Arnold Bircham in present on Alexander Bustamante and Norman Manley, the phone is.
Why you get cut off, Virgin? Call back, Virgin. Call back. Mr. Galabran Abdullah Ibrahim out of South Africa. Yes, EL.
Yeah, Muta, blessed morning.
Blessed man.
Yeah, man, long time listener, you know, and the Christianity thing, the way me hear people call him on regular, my interpretation of it, I'm just living life good, do good, and no say any idea, there's a higher purpose why I serve, because if me say A and you say B, we go continue go back and forth, and me and you probably start war where we are trying to fight.
That's why so much wide over the world, man. That's the religion thing.
Because I must say, in a King Richard days, Christians, them are the biggest killer, them, you know. You understand? And me hear the next thing where Mr. Holness talk about this housing thing where him saying go make it easier, because NH too much time. And me not see no way easier because
no, but it's not enforced yet, man. You have to wait a little.
I one already gone before, but me about the new one now. What they say if you come in here first.
Yeah. You have to wait till April. April first, all full day, you know.
Well, no man, that me want to tell you now, so that the way I wait on
the all fools day.
So we don't know if I fool them or try fool me. You understand? Cause me there one of them, so.
Yeah.
We there go and see me, but
you are one of those them. You are one of them.
Yeah, man, more one. When me there now, more I don't to it, but if I things me have to go through, you better me get on a new one them.
You will get it, man.
I'm a bar, so you don't know. Me not take up too much of your time. Big up yourself and
give thanks.
Sister Angie agreed. Me don't know if she are here to watch.
Cabo. Yeah,
man, it's a strong female that me listen her on Sundays, too, you know.
Yeah, all right, sir. Give thanks.
Yeah, man, manners.
We want to connect with some people tomorrow to talk about this idea where the government has said they're going to make China people build parliament building. And we want to connect with them to talk about this bully beef thing we are going on. The bully beef. Tomorrow we're going to talk about it. So the feel say we skip over nothing here, you know. A 2-program rap. You understand? And we don't want to duplicate the program them, but we just tell you say we want to talk about the bully beef situation, and we want to talk about this idea with them have. I don't know who gave St. Andrew this idea that them should have make China people build with parliament. I don't know how them people that come up with these things. We know them come up with it still, you know. It's like them not have to pay the money now, but like 50 years down the line, my children will be paying the money. When me done gone already and all them way there, and my children will be paying that money. But just the idea, it's almost terrifying, man. It's almost scaring. Yes, terrible. Yes, EL.
Hotep Muta.
Blessed, Hotep.
Uncle Jar Ned. Uncle Jar Ned. Love, peace and prosperity.
Okay.
Anita continua. The struggle continue.
Yeah, we're going to interpret language, Virgin.
Yes. African. In regards to what you were saying about South Africa, recently I heard...
What did you say about South Africa a while ago?
I heard you were mentioning something about South Africa.
No, me say Abdul Ibrahim is a South African musician we are talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, recently I heard on the BBC, and this is something very interesting because there's the same problem with Mugabe in regards to the land in Zimbabwe. Well, BBC recently, I think it was Sunday, announced, but I want you to speak on it because...
No, what BBC announced?
I just want to emphasize that there was a interview with a South African. African, they call them. White one.
White one, yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying that more than 93% of the South Africans want compensation monetarily for the land that they took many decades ago by force.
Yeah.
So I was a little irate and I said to myself,
well, who want compensation for the land? You mean the white people, them?
The issues rose up again about
land,
the redistribution of the land back to the original Africans.
Yes.
I people.
Yeah, and the white man saying in the interview that...
Yes, that more than 97 to that degree, rather not to get back the land because the issues bring up in Parliament again and they are berating Jacob Zuma. And the issues brought up back about the redistribution of land, similar to what was going on in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
So I was irritated and I said this must be
why the phone them a cut off, so? So I go on out there, mama. Phone a cut off. But you know, them try that in Zimbabwe with Mugabe, you know. Mugabe say, I will not deal with our land, what you talk about? Because, you know, them used to plant. The weirdest thing, you know, them have the most of the land, and what them do in Zimbabwe is a plant flowers for send go to England. Flowers, them have a big flowers industry. Where them a plant flowers to send go to England and I control the people them land and the people them want food. Mugabe take it from them. And him a pay the cost fee, but him no care. Him still a do him a do. At 90 a day old. Look like him wife will come now, continue the journey. Yes,
Rasta. Blessed Mota. Yeah, man, we hear them talk about God have one son. But the same son where they say God have one son, you know. Remember when they in there, you know, they call him one side when they in a prayer and say, Jesus, the Messiah, or whatever you call him, teach us to pray, you know. What did he say? Our Father. And for him say, our Father, that signifies, say, God couldn't have one son.
No, him say, our Father meaning, say, are we?
Me and my brother.
Yeah.
That means me and my brother, because him say,
they you know God's son, man?
Them you know God's son. Yeah, what a God's son, you know, because we are all children of God. And whenever time we try to clarify certain things towards a Christian people, them say, as some madman attack them, how you hear from? How much you hear from? Then go back again and say, then crucify Jesus. And after next time in a Job, chapter 10, verse 35, going on, they have a verse that say, oh God anointed Jesus of Nazareth. If you
hold on. In a Job you read about Jesus of Nazareth.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. Chapter 35.
The name Jesus mentioned in a Job.
Yeah, man. Oh, here start. Oh God anointed Jesus of Nazareth. And he go on till he reached about 39. And he say, they slew him and hung him on a tree. You know, see it. And when we read that to them, they say, no go so. Me said, then who write Job? No Paul. So Paul a liar then.
No, wait. Hold on the brethren. Hold on.
Yeah, man.
Hold on.
Hold
on. Which part of the Bible tell you say Paul write Job?
I saw them say. Who say? With them because
who say a Paul write Job?
A Christian philosophy say.
No, my Christian philosophy. No, man, never hear no Christian say a Paul write Job, man.
Yeah, man, check it out.
Which part? Wait, hold on. We could take it slow, man. Which part Job there? In the Old Testament or New Testament?
Old Testament, man.
All right, you mean the Old Testament? All right. Yeah. You hear Christians say Paul write Job?
Yes.
All right, wait now, and you read in a Job. Say it mention the name Jesus in a Job?
Yeah, man. John for your Bible right now. Acts chapter 10.
No, Acts you say, man, a Job you say.
Acts. No, Job. Acts.
They don't mix up, that try.
Acts.
That's why it it confused me, you know, because you say in a Job, you read Jesus. I mean, I say, oh, you're going to read about Jesus in a Job when Jesus in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Acts you talk about. Yeah, well, then I clarify it then because you frighten me.
Paul is right.
You start getting me nervous when you say that.
Yes. Acts chapter 10, 35.
Yeah.
Some of the Bible have in a 36 go down. But if you read Acts chapter 10, go down to about 39.
Yeah, you will see it. Yeah.
Oh God anointed Jesus of Nazareth.
Yeah.
And in the final verse going down, they say, he was
slew, and a tree.
Yes.
And when I try to compare it to mythology,
hang pan a tree and hang pan a cross.
Yeah, one of the persons said to me, then the tree no stake here. So spell tree. He said T-R-E. He said spell stake, S-T-A-K-E. So what difference between a
madness, man, a madness.
You see what I say?
Yeah.
So whenever time I come to all them time I hear I know when they go talk about crucifixion and Jesus. We say Jesus Christ crucifixion is just an eventful thing to keep we in a subjection to believe say boy due to them thing they go on we are going to seraphim and walk with cross by the shoulder and say boy I tribulation not 12 years. But in a them time, if you catch a man like this...
but one man say hang pan a tree and the next one say hang pan a cross.
Yes.
So you have to figure out who you want to believe.
They don't establish the one where hang on a tree like how they establish the cross.
Because they want them walk with the cross.
Yeah, because it is more eventful.
It's more pressure, it's a movie business.
Yeah, like it's in a movie.
Yeah.
So they want them things they stick to, you know. That's all the next 4,000 years from now, you know.
No, it's not going to have 4,000 years. It's not going to have 4,000 years.
No, me and you not.
No, what me I say? No, but you know, with the knowledge where I go on to know, with the increase of knowledge and the quickness when knowledge are come to it, you're not going to have them taught 4,000 years from now.
No, they're not going to have it because it kind of weird when a man take over an industry, a business, or a country, you know, he might have to establish him thing, you know. So he knows boy over a period of time people are going to live and believe in one establishment. So whenever time they try to find out say it not work, they move the goalpost.
They put it another way, of course. And cut off the foot to fit the shoes.
Yeah, it reaches to a point where they move the post so much time that we now get confused.
Yes.
We don't want to accept the things that we don't tell you anymore. We are trying to find other media.
To interpret it. We are trying to interpret the same madness.
Yes.
Put a different meaning to the interpretation.
To the interpretation. So I'm trying to show you, say, in a more one way, if we was to consider the Bible being a yardstick then, to measure our life, how we move forward, we could use that as an example.
It's like a brethren called me the other night and tell me say, the mark of the beast, the number 666, and Marcus Messiah Garvey.
How you come to that?
Because Marcus is 6 letter, Messiah is 6 letter, and Garvey is 6 letter. So he must say no, Marcus Garvey is the mark of the beast, is the beast where the Bible talk about.
With the 666.
Yeah, and you know, one time them say Ronald Reagan too, you know. And in them days, them say Nero. Them say the mark of the beast, just that the mark is a man and his number is 666. So people want to put it. I love what you say when you say them move the post, you know.
At all times.
Because every time you reach one stage,
they move it.
They move the post and start to put it for the next something, and then they move it and put it for the next something.
Alright, sir.
Yeah, man, that's true, man.
You're right together when we want to share with you. For sure, you say, boy, at all times, me can't recall the things them where me know, which is of righteousness. My youth got Catholic school, and when I'm about 6 years old, there was this woman, what you call him? No. So, him come on one evening and said to me, say, Daddy, out of God and Jesus, which one is the ultimate one? When he use a word like ultimate at 6 years old, he start to say, I wonder if upon the TV see where they might advertise the car, they might say ultimate car or something. So I have to go into my brain and say, I don't want to say no foolish way, you know. And I tell him if we owe me one answer, he not go come like him expect, but I try to go into my brain and tell him right thing. He say, yeah, me know. He say, Jesus can be any dog, any jungle, any cow, any goat, anything. But in any language, they have to be a God. And from that day, I look at it different. Because I hear him come across to me, oh, Daddy, they tell me, say, God are three in a one. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, and call it Holy Trinity. That after him come up big again, you know, him and tell me that, you know. He say, there could be no three in no one. At all times, man consider himself being the supreme. Oh, come ghost and the only one where you want to call him coming right. Where him come from? Me can't identify him. So me can't tell my people, stupid.
Yeah, true, you don't understand the power of God, why you say that.
Yeah, because me don't know, me can't go give him no details on them things.
Yeah.
Me have to say about the one when me see.
Where you know.
I want tree in my yard and the drop. And the same place he did it. I call about 2 months come cut up it. No, come cut up it because it was a lignon white tree. And me say, we're a tree for fairy child. And me believe in the things that when me see.
Yeah.
Me can't believe in that something more me not see. Me don't have no access towards it. Me don't know no about it.
We have to move,
it's not tangible to me.
We have to move, Bridget.
Yeah, man.
All right,
when
listen,
it come to Easter, man, and them things they always bad.
All right, yeah. So, say, we were supposed to do this thing at 5 to 11. And we just go through the email and see it. Whenever I remember say it I supposed to do it. So it's not too late. It's now 5 minutes to 1 and we're going to present it. We're not left it out. We're going to present it even though it's late. It's a lucky thing we don't have no sponsor for it. It's a lucky thing no sponsor that they never can. We're not call Harry tomorrow and I say, I don't understand over here. Pot clock supposed to come on at 5 to 11 and now it's 5 to 1 and I'm just bringing it on. I want my money. Anyway, pot clock talking about Miss Lowe.
Welcome to Jamaican Roots and Culture. I'm Pat Clark. It's Women's History Month, and this month we look at great Jamaican women. It is indeed fitting to honor one of Jamaica's great literary ambassadors. The Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley, Miss Lou, has contributed so much to Jamaica's cultural landscape. Known best for her poetry and social activism, Louise Bennett was born September 7, 1919. Her formal education from some prominent schools in the country like the Ebenezer Primary and St. Simon's College and the Excelsior High School. Since an early age, she had the taste for the theatrics, and at 17, she recited her first poem at a concert at the Coke Methodist Church in 1936. However, her early works were not appreciated, mainly because of her use of the Jamaican dialect, as the British accent was highly admired at that time. Nevertheless, Louise Bennett remained persistent in using the Jamaican dialect in her poetry, as she wanted her poems to be a mirror reflection of the life and philosophy of Jamaicans. Her poems were first published in a Sunday newspaper by Michael de Cordova, and it proved to be a huge success for the fame of Louise Bennett. Louise Bennett's poem, Colonization in Reverse, became one of the main sources of her fame. It reflected the thoughts of the minorities of post-colonial times who were residing in the UK. In the poem, she touched the sensitive topic of racial inequality experienced by Jamaicans as well as South Asians under the post-colonial rule, and especially those minorities who had moved to England in search of better jobs but were facing oppression at the hands of the British. Louise Bennett reflected on the struggles which both the Jamaican and South Asians had to endure in an attempt to survive in Britain at the time. In 1945, Louise Bennett went to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts in England. Then she later joined the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, and hosted Caribbean Carnival and West Indian Night on radio. She later married Eric Winston Coverley in 1954, and in 1956 she became the drama officer at the Jamaica Social Welfare Commission. Later, she got appointed as its director. Louise Bennett also taught drama at the University of the West Indies Extramural Department and at some other agencies. Miss Lou was subsequently awarded the Member of the British Empire for her work with the Jamaican Theatre, and also received several other awards nationally and internationally, like the insignia of Order of Jamaica in 1974 by the government of Jamaica for her extraordinary performance in the School of Literature and Arts. Louise Bennett was also a strong advocate for women's rights. This is reflected in her poem on the Jamaican woman, which highlights the versatility, strength, and power of Jamaican women. Louise Bennett lived the last decade of her life in Ontario, Canada. She died on the 27th of July 2006 at the Scarborough Grace Hospital after collapsing at her home. A memorial service was held in Toronto on the 3rd of August 2006, after which her body was flown to Jamaica to lie in state at the National Arena, and a funeral was held in Kingston at the Coke Methodist Church at East Parade on the 9th of August. She was interred at a section of Jamaica's National Heroes Park. And now, to end Jamaican roots and culture, here's our famous quotation from the Black diaspora. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. The words of Frederick Douglass. For Jamaican roots and culture, I'm Pat Clark.
Full moon so bright, tropical delight.
Yes, Pat Clark talking about Miss Lou. As you should say, this is Women's Month, so she giving you some women. Last week she did Nanny. Yeah, so as we are saying, is I look at whatever the swans of feet. Because we are doing 5 minutes to 1 instead of 5 minutes to 11. But how we set the time? What you mean? We can change time when we want. How we set the time? What you mean? Yes, Ian.
Greetings, Motor.
Blessed man.
Yeah, two things more on touch upon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody upon this planet agrees say a tree is a tree. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the fishes of the sea, mankind.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody agrees say it's God creation, right?
I don't know if everybody agree with that.
Well, I would say most people agree say it's
most people, but I know everybody agree with it.
But what may I say, why is there then so much confusion with the God say?
Because a book come and write down and say God said.
So, but if God said this thing, there shouldn't be no interpretation to what God say. If God say I saw it, gonna saw it for God.
But you know, listen to me. A man write down the book. Man write the book and say God say it, you know. So from him write it down and say God say it. The man who write it, say him have a personal connection with God say. So when you come and I say something else now, I'm going to tell you, say, no, I don't saw it go. I never mean that. I know that I mean. But the man who write it not there.
What may I say? It's because of so much foolishness them say God said. That's why you have so much interpretation. But anyway...
Like what the foolishness what them say God say? Like what the foolishness what them say God say?
Like a man would have say a one son God have, but the Bible assure you say God have many sons.
Yeah, it's and the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fear.
And yet still our ancestors teach us about God's son, and the white man come and say the son of God.
Yeah.
But anyway, we pass them Sunday school level of thinking. What we really want to say. This morning, may I listen to the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the Prime Minister have a press conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first reporter take a question from. The man asked him a two-part question. And the first question the man asked him, what about this apology for the Coral Garden and the Tivoli Garden incident?
Mm-hmm.
Then him asked him about the squad where him create now for kick off people door.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, say, the men elaborate for about an hour about the second question, and I know him not mention nothing about this apology thing yet, you know.
And that may I ask people when they say, well, tomorrow I'm going to find out what him say still.
Yeah, man, you can't deliver to hear him elaborate and go right for the people who forget about the first part of the question. And I'll know him not mention it.
Yeah, we hear about it.
But that's for sure. I and I people say, these people don't really respect Rasta people, you know.
Somebody tell me say the Observer did say him apologize. I don't know where they get that from. You hear anything like that? You never hear nothing like that?
No, sir. No, me
never hear nothing like that neither. So we're going to find out tomorrow still. Because me one day, you know, so tomorrow when everybody there, me figure out where I go on.
All right, sir.
Yeah, man. Definitely tomorrow you will hear about it. Definitely. That's one of the things them on my agenda for tomorrow. So the Prime Minister...
One question before you go.
So yeah, says that somebody did ask him about the two things them. Tifali and Carol Garden. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, one question before we go.
Him never answer.
Yeah. Let's see Chuck, Minister of Justice say he was going to apologize and him not understand how him not apologize yet. Remember?
Go on the question deliberately too.
Yeah. And another Carol Garden anniversary will come up next month.
Yes, so it would be fitting for him to answer the question this morning, but him just go on.
Maybe he might wait till Good Friday for do it. Maybe he might wait till Good Friday for do it. Then a Good Friday, them did massacre the rest of them, man.
Alright.
We call it Bad Friday. A Bad Friday, we call it, you know, a Bad Friday, they massacre the rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he might wait for that to do it.
One question before we go.
Yeah.
What role or importance in the life of people and our life on this planet does Jesus Christ play?
What role?
The Son of God.
Well, you know, see it, man. The role is that in believing in him, you're going to have eternal life and you're going to get saved and go to heaven. That is the role we play.
The Son play a very important role in our life on earth.
No, you ask about Jesus Christ, you ask about me not about the sun now in the sky. We know that. We are talking about where you ask me what role Jesus Christ play in the life of people on earth. And me I tell you, say, what?
You know, me feel, say, the greatest creation the white man ever come up with a Jesus. And it worked good for them, but it worked against we as African people.
Yeah.
Them used to put themselves superior or think them superior over everybody else.
Yeah.
It's like a tool for them and a weapon against we.
Yeah. I agree.
And when you confront Christian people with ridiculousness in the Bible, them come up with even more ridiculousness to explain it.
Well, you know, say one ridiculous talk, which next ridiculous talk, because you know the liar always tell more lie, because I might try to cover up the first lie and tell another lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you can't tell a lie if you don't know the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
But we're going to listen.
All right, so blessed man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutabaruka.
Blessed man.
In thanks to IRFM. And the most cultural station in the world.
All right, so give thanks.
Yeah. I say, better we start. Get rid of the Bible. Use Marcus Garvey, reality and Rastafari tradition. I know, say, I just root to the foundation. I don't know this thing, I don't know interpreting, I just straight root.
Straight language.
Straight reality.
Yeah.
But this Bible has caused too much confusion, man. And the men never write the Bible to some little colonial men too. A woman is sipping and cock some more different things. And of them days when the Bible are right, some pain and little colonial murder and boy, man, we sit up and study all kind of evil against that people. I am the show with them a show about Jesus and cross and them stuff. They appear like a redneck boy and girl, them a say, not even one black man when I see night. You know. So them come like them stamp out totally them show the boy I the colonial system. So we need to realize and keep them bright up themselves and know so right now. Cause them things that cause confusion and go up and murderation and them things to really just believe, you know.
Yeah.
Like one of them and say them believe them not no.
Well, see a man drive a car in a crowd of people there in the name of his religion today.
Alright.
In England.
Alright.
And a million that are going all over the world, you know.
Yeah. That was start the whole for people them that confuse themselves and get them way back instead of that chat forward in a more self-fulfillment. Carry them way back in a things where illusion.
Confusion.
Yeah. We have to right now all politicians them. Don't let them know every time them tell people them lie. People them get more vicious and vicious. If you ever hear some words, we hear some people talk on the street about Prime Minister and all of them man when them tell people them lie and deceive people them. Them the word they can't talk on radio bridging.
Nobody talk them though, nobody talk.
No, we not do that. You see. So them a fool themselves and take care of the people, them a fool. And the people them a get more wise and more serious and serious, you know, because we out on the street and we know and we see who are going, you know.
Yeah. Yes, Bridget. Give thanks. Yes, sir. We are going to move. Give thanks.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man.
Yeah.
We need to go up more, man, and get this thing more straighter than I go around corner with people, man.
All right.
Like, nah, go work.
Yeah. We have to move, Bridget. We have to move.
Blessed
we'll
love,
get
man.
to the advertisement then.
Ian Muta.
Yeah, blessed man dingo, you know.
Yeah, man. Cool. And things. So Tuesday the 21st of March was the anniversary of Sharpeville, the massacre in South Africa, Zania, where 69 African men and women were shot down by the racists for defying and said they would no longer travel with this racist passbook that said that Africans must have passbook to travel in their own country. Of course, it was a campaign initiated and led by the leader of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania of South Africa, Mangaliso Sobukwe, not the ANC, but the PAC, who has said that South Africa and the rest of Africa belongs to Africans, unlike the ANC with the sellout thing in the 1950s about it belong also to the European racists there also. And we remember them, you know, those 69 African brothers and sisters who lost their lives at Sharpeville. Yeah. And on Saturday, the 25th, is the birthday anniversary of my brethren, singer and songwriter Ken Booth. And also it's Queen Ifrica's birthday to Derek Morgan's daughter. And I know it's one of your favorite singers, this too. My favorite woman singer from the States, Aretha Franklin, also the 25th, Earth Strong.
Yeah.
You know, respect, you know, so big up to Ken Booth, my brethren, and thing, and also Aretha Franklin, Lady Soul, and Queen Ifrica. And we see what happened in London yesterday by...
I just asked you a while ago.
What I tell you something is that I and a lot of people who are perceptive to what has been going on were not surprised by what happened yesterday inside Westminster and outside Westminster. We are the British Prime Minister to be rushed away by bodyguards, you know, because we're expecting this, because what has been going on is a war situation. It's a war situation, and it could have been more people who died yesterday. I mean, 5 have died so far, and 40 have been injured, some of them very seriously. Critical. So the death toll might actually increase. And of course, if the attacker who first plowed his vehicle in outside on the pavement, and some people were walking. Later, ran into Westminster, the Parliament, and stabbed a 48-year-old unarmed police officer to death.
Yeah, and him get shot.
Yes, and him shot him dead. But this is not going to deter such further attacks, because really and truly, the solution to this thing, it's as you know, this kind of situation in Britain and the rest of Europe was not around until after the British and also the Americans invaded Iraq and got rid of Saddam Hussein. Yeah. Saddam Hussein never allowed Al-Qaeda, these type of armed people, to be in Iraq, because he was ruthless and so. And Tony Blair was warned by MI5 and MI6 that he should not invade Iraq because it would be radicalizing people. And he ignored it, he and George Bush, and so said, so done. And innocent people have been reaping the whirlwind of this illegal invasion of Iraq. It's the same thing that happened in Libya with Gaddafi.
Yeah.
We're under Gaddafi, ISIS had no play Al-Qaeda. In both of these places, and it's the same type of thing that they're trying in Syria, in arming and supporting the people. As a matter of fact, reports have come where they say that they prefer ISIS to be in Syria than Assad. You see? Because it suits their agenda to keep that section of the world, Western Asia, so-called Middle East, to be in constant turmoil and war amongst each other as Arab Muslims,
Arab Spring,
to protect the state, the Israeli state. Because once they fighting each other and so on, then they would not be directing any attention. And we see Saudi Arabia, you notice that some of the people now are suing. Will be suing the Saudis, yes, because 15 out of the 19 attackers, the 9/11 were Saudis.
Yeah, them are so. But Obama said them can't do it. Obama said him knowing that. Obama did say him knowing that,
Not in what?
Him not agree with the suing. Him not agree with the suing.
Yeah, well, the people who suing, they will say, he will say that because none of his relatives were in,
No, because he know the implications of the Saudis in America and the power where the Saudis have as it relates to America economy.
True, in terms of the petrodollars and that type of situation, yes. Because they're caught in an individual's position that way, that they know what the Saudis have been doing, spreading this brand of Islamism, Wahhabism, etc., and so on. But at the same time, and then they're criticizing other countries about the rule in other countries and that type of thing. And the Saudis, who are one of the most backward dictatorships in the world, you don't hear them condemning them, etc. Because of economic reasons due to oil.
Them can't do that to Saudi Arabia at all, Virgin.
No.
Too much Saudi money in America now, believe you me.
Yes, and also in Britain too. And not only that too, as you know, the Saudis spend billions buying arms from the British and from the Americans. So it's part of the military, industrial, political complex to enrich them, And, I'm just saying that with our people as African people, more than ever, we have to strive to deal with our African agenda wherever we are in the world, because Marcus Garvey give us the Black Print solution. We have to work on that. And you see, in terms of imagery, this bleaching business and the way in which so many of our youths have been disheartened because of the racist propaganda image of not wanting to be African and so on. People like you and I and others, we have to push the promotion of African images in terms of hair, in terms of complexion, etc. Because as you know, Muta, when you look on the TV, when you look on the ads, generally speaking in the world, we are bombarded with European imagery of saying that this is the way to be, this is the way to look. And you know that a person cannot feel free and good within themselves when they have been miseducated to believe that being African, looking African, is something that we must be ashamed of.
No self-worth, man.
No self-worth. No matter how many degrees they have, no matter how much money they earn and thing, from the moment you don't believe and know that you should be proud of your own African features, your hair, and so on. I was talking to a brethren the other day, and he said his grandmother told him that he's dark already, but make sure that when him grow up and marry, him don't marry no woman who dark, and him don't marry no woman with no, guess what she called our African hair, no? Barbed wire hair. Yes, barbed wire hair. Make sure you don't get no woman, get woman with straight hair, with good hair. You know what I mean? And it's a thing where you notice a lot of our people, whenever they're describing people, they always come out. It just come out automatically, because of the indoctrination from generation to generation that, him have good hair. Him have Indian hair, good hair, pretty hair. Yeah. And anytime them come with that, I slam it down. I say no Indian hair or no straight hairs or no good hair. My African hair, the woolly hair, is good hair, is the best hair, right? That is not to say other people, other races hair is bad and that type of thing. But my hair, my African hair is good. Our African complexion is good, and we need to have in Jamaica there, right there in Jamaica there, many images of our darker shade of African women on posters and that type of thing to promote in magazines and things and worldwide to promote the self-worth of our people, as Marcus Garvey said, to see beauty within ourselves, because as you know, Muta, this is the psychological racist attack is most important.
Yeah.
That we deal with it and defeat it. People will never advance, African people will never advance if we continue to be worshipping images of Europeans, them hair and them complexion as being the thing to strive for. We have to fight against that, and we know that them use Christianity with them blonde, blue-eyed Jesus Christ imagery is the main part of this racist psychological indoctrination to mentally enslave our people, which is why Marcus Garvey said we have to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. Yeah. We have to do that, and it's a non-stop work that we have to do in the schools and out of the schools, in the universities and colleges and outside. It must be part and parcel of our being that we as African people must appreciate, love, and promote our African features, our dark, our black complexion, so to speak, and our good, strong, woolly African hair as being good things and not things to be ashamed of.
Yes,
for real.
Rapid move. Give thanks.
Blessed love.
Yeah,
keep up the good work.
All right. Yes, ill.
Yeah, morning, Muta.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, man, they might have course the Bible, but I know the Bible wrong, Are we wrong, Can you know? So Jesus in the Bible, Jesus, and the Bible had map of life, See?
Wait, where you say no Jesus in the Bible had Jesus, what you mean?
Not just J-U-S-U-S, not just us, man.
That's how you are pronounce it.
Then I say if you pronounce it.
No, but I know you make the language, brethren. No, you gotta say, you make the language.
No, but we are.
I saw you are pronouncing. I saw you are pronouncing. What that means? I saw it for pronounce. I saw you are pronouncing.
But I said to pronounce.
Where you get say I saw it for pronounce? Tell me.
Because me know say J-U-S are just.
J-U-S are just.
Yeah, U-S are us.
Yeah, so just us.
Yeah. I don't know Jesus.
Spell Jesus.
Would I say G-U-S-U-S?
You would have said that?
Yeah.
So where in the Bible?
Jesus.
Spell the Jesus where in the Bible?
J-U-S-U-S.
But I also, you see, that me I show you say I'm madness because I don't saw it spell, brethren. The one in the Bible I don't saw it spell.
Well,
no, well, not, man. The word in the Bible though is not J-U-S-U-S. Where you get that from? You ever say J-U-S-U-S in the Bible yet?
J-U-S-U-S.
You ever see that in the Bible yet?
Yeah, we see that in the Bible.
Go and go look at the Bible and come back and tell me what you see in the Bible. Just open the Bible and come back. No, you can't see the things that we have to deal with on this program. Yeah. The man call and say, him see it in the Bible, J-U-S-U-S, just us. Him see that in the Bible, you know, J-U-S-U-S. Is not the Bible confusing, you know? Is I tell you. Yes, sir. Believe you me. The man said him see J-U-S-U-S in the Bible. Phone is what I go on with the phone. Anyway, we not take no more call if the phone I go on so do, you know. Believe you me. Because I think the man go and go look at the Bible for come back and tell me where him see. I bet you $50,000, which I do have you know. Same don't see J-U-S-U-S in the Bible. Yeah.
Meetings are Congo.
Sure, me think the Virgin will call me back. Because him say
J-U-S-U-S? No, I'm going to spell it for him.
Him say J-U-S-U-S in the Bible. No, me no want to spell it. He want to go back to the Bible, go see what him tell me.
Maybe him think what it done. Maybe him can't
find the Bible. I like the thing lock up because it's a lock up for everybody since them a call. It's a talk to him.
Okay. Let me forget about him.
Yeah.
They want to share pick punchline in accordance with what takes place in London. This is the punchline from one we just write named London Bridge, you know? The punchline go like this. On its busiest day, this minister counter-targeted aftermath, enough injuries, Parliament guard and others dead. Tomorrow, you know, what will it be? On the day on the 23rd, you know? Okay, today's the virgin from Guyana Earthly.
Walter Rodney.
Yes, so we want to wish him blessed Earth Day. Yes, sir. Live forever.
Yeah, man.
Live forever, my brethren. Live forever.
Give thanks.
Blessed love, I
yeah,
thanks for accepting the call.
Give thanks, brethren.
Good program.
Yes.
Yeah, Rastafari.
Aye. You have to turn on the radio. You have to turn on the radio. I don't listen to the radio, you know, brethren.
Alright. Now, water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I. I'll private my copy, you see what I say?
Eh?
My copy, man.
Yeah.
DJ, my copy. But you what? I see what the man has to look while, you know.
Which man? About the J-U-S-U-S?
Yeah, he must say Jesus in the Bible.
No, him said J-U-S-U-S in there.
Yeah, he must say Jesus in the Bible.
Yeah, me know, but when me talk to him, when them say J-U-S-U-S.
Yeah, we say he must say it wrong still, because J-E-S-U-S in there. That's Jesus.
So when you say Jesus in the Bible, what you mean by that now?
Jesus in the Bible, man.
Right,
because them say Buddha.
Yeah.
Them say anything we want for pronouns, we broke it down in syllables.
Yes, okay.
And if you spell Jesus, it's G-E-E-Z-A-S, Jesus.
All right, may I ask you spell John?
John.
Yeah.
John.
Okay. And spell James.
James.
Spell James, yeah.
Jaim.
Spell James, like King James. James.
James.
Yeah, like I would say King James. Spell James.
Geam.
Okay, all right, sir. You see, you don't understand what I say. You don't understand why I tell you to spell them word, eh?
Yeah.
Because you know you spell them wrong, though.
Yeah.
You spell the word them wrong, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the pronunciation is like when you say Xerox in English, how do you spell Xerox? Xerox. Like the machine when the company when them Xerox, how you spell Xerox?
Zeerack.
Okay, you see, so you spell it wrong. So, when I try to show you about it now is that if you deal with the English language, you can't come now and turn on the English language and say, I don't saw it for go, I saw it for go. If you want to make up something different, you're free to make it up. But don't say, all the things spell, I don't saw it for pronounce. Because me just asked you about some word a while ago, and you spell the whole of them wrong. You know? Every word you spell them wrong.
You spell Jesse. Jesse started at J.
Yeah.
You spell Jesse.
But Xerox don't start with Z.
And Jesus started at J. G started at G. Jesus started at G. Jesus started at G.
Yeah, you use a certain idea where
but if you said G, if you said G, we.
But we just asked you to spell Xerox a while ago, you don't spell it right.
No, hear me now. Jesus.
No, Xerox. Xerox. Spell Xerox.
Z-E.
That may I try to show. No, but I don't say it spell that. May I try to show you X. It start with
Xerox.
Spell start with a X. X.
X.
Yeah, like XYZ X, not Z. Xerox will start with Z. It starts with X, but it pronounces Z. Z are pronounced Z, you know. And X are pronounced Z.
So alright, that's what I say.
When me I try to tell you say, it's not me and you make up wait, no. When me I try to tell you say, it's not me and you make up the English language.
But look at
so if you want
anything you want and block it down in a syllable.
No, listen to, but you just spelled James wrong a while ago.
But even though, you
spelled James a while ago. You spelled James.
Alright, hear me. Hear what I say.
Yeah.
We are talking about Jesse.
Brethren, me understand what you say, and it don't make no sense with what you say, because you're trying to carve round something with don't go so.
So when you say,
when me I say,
alright, when you say, on a son Jesus should I spell G-E-Z-A-S. G-E-Z-A-S.
Which part you say that word there anywhere in the world? Which part you say that word?
No, because so they say that the word there in the Bible.
Which word? G-E-Z-A-S. Which part you see it in the Bible? Which part you see it?
Alright. Then where you see that Jesus, I saw you that spell
no,
Jesus.
The word where you spell a while ago. G-E-E-Z-A-S. Which part you see that word there?
No, but you say anything you have, right? I'm telling you which part me see that me see it in my mind and in my brain.
Okay, then
anything. Look here, what me I say.
That's why you see. That's why you see.
Look here.
That's why you spell James wrong. That's why you spell James wrong.
Hear me now. Them say G-we.
Yeah.
Them say G-we.
Yeah.
You spell.
And them say James.
E-W-E, right?
But the same logic, you just use the same. No, in your brain, watch out, brethren. Don't lean by your own misunderstanding, man. You lean by your own misunderstanding. What me I say? You just spelled James wrong a while ago because you lean by your own understanding. You can't just lean by your own in your mind. Not necessarily means you have to the thing go. Don't lean by your own understanding, man. You just spelled James wrong. A little picnic at school should learn to spell James. You said James as G-A-I-M, James. And I tell you, say, them things that don't work that way there. It don't work. I tell you to spell Xerox. I said Z. Xerox start with X. It's a English, it's a language was set up already, you know. You can't come now, come and try use the same word and get a different spelling and then say it no in there so. J-E-S-U-S and G-E is where in G-E is it?
Alright.
Angle your mind.
Alright. How you spell J-E-S-U-S. How you pronounce that?
Jesus. I saw it pronounced.
Jesus. Alright. G-E-S.
No,
that's a what? J-E-S. That J-E-S. That's a Jess. And U-S. That's a
us. But you keep I say that now. And that me I try to show you. Don't lean by your own.
Block it down, man.
No, but you can't broke down a whole heap of things that you do. But you never spelled James a while ago. You never spelled James a while ago, you know.
We are talking about Jesus.
No, but me I say, no, yeah, me know, but me I talk about James, no, you never spell right. But you should have, since you have broke down syllables, so, you should have been able to spell James without mistake. A big man like you should have known to spell James without mistake. But because you lean for your own misunderstanding now, you say James a G. And then you say Xerox a X, a Z. Xerox not spelled with Z, it's spelled with X. Because it's an English word. It's an English language you talk about, brethren. You can't put another meaning to another word where you never make up. If you want to make up another word now, say that when I say that Jesus not in the Bible. Say you now pronounce it as Jesus. But don't say it not in there. Because you are thinking of a word in your mind now, there's no way but in your mind.
But look at what me I say. What me I say.
You know, so I'm going to leave you now, though. Because you can't too late. You can't too late.
Still, but what me I say.
You can't too late. Yeah.
What me I say.
Oh, that makes a difference now. If you say Jesus and Jesus, what difference it make to the story in the Bible?
No, we're not talking about the story.
Yeah,
we're talking about the name.
Yeah, so what difference
that's how we get tricked, you know, right? That's how we get
No, Jesus and Jesus not trick me. I do it a trick. It's not
a two different name that.
No, but yeah,
Jesus and Jesus. No, Jesus and Jesus are two names.
So what is the difference if you call it Jesus? What is the difference?
No, me ask you, then it is two different names.
Yeah, but me ask you, what is the difference? What is the difference in the story? When you say Jesus, what make the difference?
No, we're not talking about the story, but the name is two different names. That means there would have to be two different men.
So Jesus and Jesus is two different men?
Who would have said that?
Alright, so tell me, who is Jesus?
Who would have said Jesus is the man where the ancient man where them refer to in the Bible?
Alright, so
would have said Jesus no. Jesus is just a camouflage that they try to match up, fixing that man picture. They might try put him in that position.
Alright, you want to know, brethren?
Yeah.
Go and lean by your mind, yeah? Because me not going to change it. Go and lean by your mind.
When you feel like it's not a white name that Jesus there.
Jesus is a white name. Jesus.
Yeah, that Jesus.
Alright, suppose me tell you Jesus.
Like,
suppose me tell you Jesus. You don't prefer Jesus?
Eh?
Yes.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, I would have rather that.
You don't prefer Jesus?
Yeah, I would have rather
yes. Suppose me tell you say yes. No, not Jesus. Jesus. Suppose me say Jesus to you. You don't prefer Jesus? You prefer Jesus instead of Jesus?
Yeah, I'm tell you why I would accept Jesus.
Alright, wait, no, stick up in.
Yeah.
You'd accept Jesus, right?
Yeah, cause...
Alright, so when me tell you say Jesus is a white man word too.
Jesus would accept.
No, Jesus. When me talk about Jesus, me talk about... Me say... Brethren. Alright, go on.
Yes, why you're the white, would I say Jesus?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. You know, see.
Yeah, man. Alright, give thanks. Yeah, brethren.
Yeah, bless up.
Yeah.
Very good.
You know, me I come up and me understand why Rasta did I say Jesus instead of Jesus? Me understand it, you know. Why you don't want to say Jesus instead of Jesus? But you see, in reflection, you realize the man who was a Jesus and the man who was a Jesus have the same thinking. He might think about a man who did there 2,000 years ago, who did dead for his sins, who go up on the cross.
Well, them basically mean the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thinking. It's just different word. It's like you say in Ethiopia, them say Jesus Christos. Right? Jesus Christos.
It's like one would have pronounced it.
Jesus Christos is the Greek word for say. And in the Hebrew, you hear them say, in English, them say Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the English of Jesus Christos, which is the Greek, you know. And you have the Latin. Jesus is the Latin for the word Jesus, which is Greek. But it's really a man who them call him Yahshua them I talk about. You understand? So Yahshua now, I don't know why them keep interpreting and changing the name as it go on. Yahshua, the English version of Yahshua, is not Jesus, you know. It's Joshua. You see, the only reason why I say that way is because no J never in the Hebrew language. So them say Yahshua. Yahshua in English is Joshua. In Greek is Jesus. In Latin is Jesus. And then the English people them now take the Latin word and become for them when I say Jesus. So you have Jesus, Jesus, and you have Joshua. Now when the Rasta man come now, him add something else now. Him say, him now say Jesus, him say Jesus, because it's in the Bible say J-E-S, Jes, us. And him say now, the one where them a call Jesus spelled G-E-E-Z-A-S. So him a say now a Jesus. But when you think about the thinking, it's not a different concept, you know, it's a different name. But at the different, it's the same concept. No, me grow up to come realize it, but that no make no sense to me. If me a lick Jesus, me go lick Jesus too. Yeah, me no know Jesus, I me no know Jesus. You know see it? I me no know Jesus Christos. And if me was really called for a name, me would have say Yahshua. Because that's the original name. You understand? It's like a man that say no, God. Him not say God because if you turn it backward, you get dog. Me can't say what I say no. But me not go say God, and me not go say dog neither, because it's like semantics at the weirdest level. Because see, you know, the way I'm in him thing, him can't spell James. Me ask him to spell James and him spell it wrong. How can a man who gone so deep in a language can't spell James? Can you spell James? G.
You could have hardly spell John. You spell John correct?
G. Him start John with G. And him start James with G. So you can see how weird the thing. I mean, you can make it more complicated. You know what? I ask him to spell Xerox. And him says Z. Which Xerox starts with X. So you can see the thing get away. If you lean for your own understanding, you get caught somewhere.
Alright, somebody there here says something.
Eh?
Somebody somebody else here says something, but then don't capture the person.
Conscious side, yeah. Can you have a breakdown now, your logic for yourself? Make a breakdown the syllable.
When the man says J-U-S-U-S in that back.
J-U, yeah. It's our next man now. And that may show you how the thing get away. J, him say, yeah man, J-U-S-U-S. Just us. Hey, I'm going to ask you if you have to give me some more money for this program right now. No, we have to control too much things for this program. Why? No, we have to control too much things. I'm going to go show me, say, yes, J-U-S-U-S in there. And I say, go and go look for it and come back and tell me. And the next man come now and say, Muta, me understand what I say. Watch out. You see, all of them talk there. Me done, and from me, they bush me hear them talk there, you know. About Jesus and Jesus and them something there, you know. I say, the Rastaman, I say, the Rastaman when me come and say, none of them talk there. No, Jesus, Jesus, and you have the same thinking. It's like a man say, the black Christ. And me I say, well, if you have a black Christ, I say, you must have a white Christ. Him say, Marcus gave the black Moses. Me I say, well, if you have a black Moses, you must have a white Moses. So who was the white Moses? Because you didn't lick Moses already. You know, see, Marcus gave it, Marcus gave it. You don't have to call him no black Moses. Because you're going to put him in a category now of a man where you read in a Bible 2,000, 5,000 years ago now and say, in black Moses. So the man was what? Maybe it's a black man that too. But you brainwashing and thinking says a white man over there, so now you are trying to find a black one. If you come put in your mind, say, see, you know, you have a black Moses, them have a white Moses. You have to rise above that. I'm gone over your time. Sorry about that. Anyway, give thanks to the movement. Give thanks to the time. May I tell you? Believe you me. Wow. The things we have to go through, man. And King James no call me yet, you know. When King James call me, I'm dead. When King James call me, I tell me, say, Lisa, Adam, my mother. Oh, I can't go to my bed, average. I go to my bed. I see people take it, I saw me left here. Sometimes I lay down on my phone. A man I call me for come explain something me say on the radio. 4 hours, you know. 3 o'clock in the morning, you know. All right.
You don't say.
Eh?
You don't rest. You
No, sometimes I have to cuss bad word, brethren. I say, brethren, after me just dep on the radio talk before, you want me come once or talk again? Anyway, and tomorrow, you know, I will little more. From 2 to 5:45, we have the stepping razor, the art of war. Why, may I tell you, oh boy, all right.